So good afternoon, everyone. I just want to ask, the sun shines always over here at the Gaslight District, so I don't know what it's like in other parts of the region, but we don't need to worry about weather out in this neck of the woods. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today for the 2023 Mayor's State of the City Address. I'm Hardy Bromberg, and I'm one of the Deputy City Managers here at the City of Cambridge. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we embrace our shared responsibility with the Indigenous peoples to take care of this earth and its creatures. And we can only do so by walking the path as partners, stewarding this land as we have been given the duty together to live in balance and harmony with all living things. We acknowledge and respect the Indigenous peoples who came before us and who we live amongst. By honoring this truth of past and present, may we come to true reconciliation through listening, reflecting, and learning. This year, in our 50th year, we celebrate people, place, and prosperity within the city of Cambridge. And I just want to, again, thank you all for taking the time to join us today here down at the Gaslight District. We're going to start things off this afternoon by inviting our city manager, David Calder. David, where? Aha. He's going to kick us off with a brief video around our theme of people. David?
Thank you, Hardy. So I think we're going to roll that video right now, and then I'll say a few words.
Ooh, I think this is a hard one. I feel like your city and what it means to you changes with age. So when I was little, for me, it was schools and libraries and parks and the big garbage truck that came by. But as I get older, it changes a little bit. And now I think about our beautiful trail system, our festivals and events, our farmers market. I think about the fact that it is this lovely little gem nestled between the rivers. And I think about the community that loves this place and how we're all just really passionate about Cambridge and want to see it thrive.
To me, Cambridge is rich in history and architectural heritage. It's very exciting that we're the second largest municipality within our region. And I think that's thankful to all of our residents and our staff who try to keep things running as smoothly as possible.
Cambridge means a really diverse, fantastic place to live and work.
I guess it's a place that's alive with opportunity for everyone, newcomers, people that have been here for quite a bit of time. If you reach out, especially here at City Hall, I'm sure you'll get a wonderful response, whether it's to be on an advisory committee or a volunteer opportunity. There's so much opportunity to be involved in community engagement.
I see Cambridge as a place with tremendous potential.
Cambridge to me is home. This is where I call home, where I've grown up.
I'm in the Recreation and Culture Division here at the City of Cambridge, and so that's a division full of fun. So that alone is a great thing. But specifically, I work with older adult services and the farmers market, and I lead a dedicated team of people who just love providing services and programs to the community. My most favorite thing is just being out in our recreation centers and seeing people enjoying our programs and services and hearing from them how it impacts their lives in a positive way on a daily basis. I think that's the best.
Every day is different, so we never deal with the same thing. And it's quite rewarding to help members of our community with issues and find a resolution that they find good.
What I love best about my job is the people. I work with some pretty spectacular people, and I feel grateful every single day because I get to come to work to a place that I love, a place that has meaning, and somewhere where I'm really contributing to the community and giving back.
My job is different day to day, so it definitely keeps me on my toes. It's never the same, and we spend a lot of our time adapting to society's needs. So I find it also rewarding.
I like working with our great staff, creating outdoor spaces for the public to enjoy.
I feel blessed actually to be able to work on these projects that
are going to create spaces where people and their families and their friends can go and make memories.
What, a year and 7 months now?
I've worked with the city for the past 9 months, and it's been an incredible experience, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Coming up on 3 years on July 20th.
I've been working here for 13 years.
I've been working for the City of Cambridge for over 20 years.
I have been working for the City of Cambridge coming up 3 years.
I've had the honor to work for the City of Cambridge for 32 years.
Well, I have to say that video screen's a little intimidating when you see yourself bigger than life. So that's quite a screen. So as Hardy noted, my name is David Calder, and I am the city manager for the City of Cambridge. I'm your city manager. And what a terrific video that is. I think, as you can see from the video, the passion that our staff have in their roles of providing a multitude of services to you, the citizens of Cambridge. I'm very fortunate to lead and work with over 1,000 other staff that, just like those ones you saw on the video, and they too have the passion to serve. Some of you may be aware of my connection to the City of Cambridge, which goes back to the 1980s, when I was fortunate enough to be hired as the Deputy City Clerk in 1987. And just a fun fact, the CAO that hired me back in '87 is here with us this evening, Mr. Blaine Rennick. Over the course of the next 19 years, I advanced to the role of City Clerk and then to what was known in the 1990s, the position of Commissioner of Public Access and Council Services. But as you can appreciate, many things have changed since then. Fortunately, my hair has stayed the same. So fast forward to 2019, after spending time developing my career with other municipal organizations, I had the opportunity to come back to this as city manager and lead what I soon learned was a caring, passionate, and highly skilled municipal team, some of those which are here this evening. When I was asked to speak about the people part of the City of Cambridge strategic plan, my immediate thought was the important role city staff provide in contributing to the broader community. The city has a very diverse workforce, providing a wide variety of services. Every one of you experiences at least one of our services every day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, you touch some of our services, such as our road staff plow and maintain over 1,200 kilometers of city and regional roads. In addition, our water staff maintain the water, sewer, and stormwater systems to ensure the safe delivery of drinking water to your homes. Our horticulture staff planted over 38,000 plants this year throughout the city, and I think you saw the fruits of those efforts in a lot of our flower beds and planters throughout our core areas particularly. They also planted over 550 trees to ensure a tree canopy, which is very important for climate change in order to help control some of that. As well, they coordinated a very successful event providing 900 trees for families to come and get and plant on their properties. In addition, our recreation staff programmed summer camps that were attended by almost 3,000 children, and our aquatic staff taught almost 4,000 children in the life skill of learning to swim. As a major employer in the city, we provide many career opportunities, and to name a few, in such fields as engineering, urban planning, mechanics, financial management, recreation, and information technology. As well, our highly skilled firefighters, bylaw compliance officers, and dedicated school crossing guards provide services to protect the community. And these are just some of the many career opportunities at such a municipality as City of Cambridge. And like any organization, our people are our most important asset, and as such, are an important part of community. And I know that they are proud to serve. For that, I want to publicly acknowledge their dedication to enriching our community and providing the services that are needed in your daily life. So thank you very much for the opportunity, Mayor Liggett, to have a few words, and I'll pass it back over to Hardy. Hardy?
Thank you very much, David. Appreciate those were kind words as well, and it's great to get that message out to the public. I'd now like to welcome Yafa Abarane. Yafa, are you? She's going to have a few words, and maybe what we can do is we can show the next video on the theme of place.
Good day. I'm Ellie Joseph. I'm one of the lead organizers and co-founders of Turo on the Grand. Turo Treaty means it's based on friendship, respect, and peace. The Grand River is a river of promise. We are in the city of Cambridge, and I really, really appreciate how the community came together.
My name is Judy, and I'm here in the Cambridge Sculpture Garden. So, I could go on and on. There's orchestras, there's community theater. There are many, many things going on. It's just a matter of ferreting those out and finding out where they are. You could do something literally every week with respect to the arts in Cambridge.
Anne Van Norman, and I am a former teacher at Jacob Hessler in Cambridge. Blair Village means for me a very wonderful place to live, a place with a very strong heritage from millennia. It's a very quiet and pristine place to live with a huge sense of community. We have a beautiful river site and a walkway along the river, plus a bike trail and walking trail that takes you all the way back into the center of Gaul. The people of Blair really embrace the heritage.
Hi, I'm Paul Lang, and I live here in the community, and I'm a historian and an author and a big supporter of community sports. One of the reasons we live here in Hespeler with our family is we love the sense of community. We love Hespeler, and I guess the biggest thing about it is we love the environment, we love the built heritage. Cambridge is all these three dynamic communities. They just make for such an interesting past in capturing that history, but then looking into the future. We have a very unique thing here.
So my name is Jeremy Parsons, and I am one of the senior heritage planners at the City of Cambridge. I see it as having so many beautiful picturesque parks and landscapes and vistas along the river, views to and from the river, the beautiful bridges that it has in its communities, and also the unique stone architecture.
Hello, my name is Tony Schmidt. I'm a third generation Preston resident. The part that I love about Preston is that when you walk down the street, you're literally saying hello to your neighbors. You still have that social interaction and connection with the people in this area. Preston is definitely home. The one thing I love about Preston is definitely the heritage. And yes, we've got some of our old banks and just the streetscape along King Street with the old red brick buildings and some brownstone buildings. And I love that we still have that connection with our history, but I'm excited to see what the future has to bring. Now it's time for some fresh new starts too.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yafa Aburane. I was asked to speak today about what place and community means to me. I came to Cambridge as a bride in 1980, stayed home for 20 years to raise my 3 boys. My first job was as assistant manager at Jones of New York at the Southworks Mall, right here on these grounds. Then I decided to take my real estate courses, and it's been 20 successful years. This community helped me along the way to grow and succeed. From taking my first computer lessons at Open Door, to joining Toastmasters so I can improve my public speaking, to helping refugees settling in our community and helping raise money for different community groups. Thanks to the help that I have received from members of our community, I am now paying it forward, helping 2 families right now with their speaking skills and languages. I was a member of the Kiwanis for a few years. That is where I met Mayor Jan. She was working on establishing the Falling Sparrows, to help children in need. Being a member of this community is vital to the success of our city. This community gave me all the tools to my success. Belonging to this community helps boost my self-esteem. Community is beneficial to our well-being. Strong support network and gives meaning to our lives. It's where people find comfort in challenging times, where I received it when I needed it. I am so proud of this community that contribute to my success, and I will keep on passing the favor unto all that need it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Yaf. It's great to hear about individual stories and how much that individualism comes together to make this such a great community. So thank you very much. Now, you've heard us speak about people. You heard us speak about place and what it means to the city of Cambridge. I'm going to ask you to once again look at that big screen. Don't look at me, but wait till the next video comes on. And it will be on prosperity. Have a look.
Prosperity is built on great companies, great community, and strong governance, and Cambridge has all three. Cambridge is growing in regional, provincial, and national importance as a hub for advanced manufacturing. And we have been blessed by, number one, the country's largest manufacturing employer in terms of automotive by production and employment. There are great companies locating here all the time, and it's because of the great workforce and the quality of life. It's very easy for us to pitch the attributes of Cambridge abroad to investors, and helping our local anchor companies grow is something I'm very excited about.
I'm very, very happy that my partner David and I were able to open up Sugar Daddy's Bakery back in Cambridge, especially downtown Galt, where you can see it's absolutely beautiful down here with all of the historical architecture and a lot of the new work that's being done down here in the city. And then of course we get to live down here as well at the Gaslight District. So both work and play all at the same time in a great city that we call Cambridge. So economic development is the opportunity to make a real difference in people's lives. I've had the privilege of working with an amazing team that shares the same values and goals as I do. We assist the public, we make sure that businesses are successful, and we try to engage with everyone who comes to our office.
I started first my business in Cambridge in 1996. It's a good experience. Starting was a little bit tough. Then especially in downtown, I got this business in 2002, and people been very nice around here, been supportive. I got few different business in this city, and I own a couple of property also. And this has been people around Cambridge very friendly, very helpful, and I think would appreciate for the people around here. They help me a lot around this area, and it's pretty nice.
We're talking about prosperity in Cambridge. We all know we have a lot of that. We know how much placemaking and fun for free matters in building prosperity in our community. We hope to do more of this on our Great Grand River, down here in the Gaslight District, and everywhere else in Cambridge that makes Cambridge great.
It's now my pleasure to introduce to each and every one of you our Mayor, Jan Liggett, to deliver her State of the City address. Mayor Liggett.
Thank you, Hardy. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for coming this afternoon, and much appreciation to the Gaslight District for allowing us to use this very beautiful place. And a special shout out to everyone that participated in those videos that you just saw, and my A team who put it all together. They all know who they are. I also want to acknowledge the members of Cambridge City Council. Could each of them stand up for a second, or at least wave your hand so everybody can see who you are? These are the people that I get to work with every day, and I'm truly honored to serve with each and every one of you. Your constituents, they know you as the deeply committed councillors that you are. I also want to recognize City of Cambridge staff, as well as our senior leadership team led by City Manager David Calder. Lately, we've been connected at the hip, and I'm so grateful to have him on my side. We appreciate the dedication that all of you provide to this council and all of the members of this community. It's truly phenomenal for us to be all together. It is a great honor to be standing here before you as your mayor with these two teams beside me, supporting me in my role, because I'm just a small part of it. They really, it's all of us together that make the city happen and the governance to happen, so that everything comes off smoothly. And even when there's hiccups, we try to make it so that you're not aware. But then we have the media who likes to point out when we do wrong. They keep us on our toes, and they're part of our team as well, because they get the news out to you and let you know what's happening within our walls. When I ran to be your mayor, I promised to listen, learn, and lead. All of this council has taken that promise seriously, and we've been working with staff who have run a number of workshops over the last year to provide council a better understanding of the important issues before us. Our continued professional development allows us to serve our constituents better and to spend the tax dollars more wisely. As you listen to the videos today, all of the people that were interviewed were asked the same question: what does Cambridge mean to you? And you started to hear that same message, the same thing: home, community, and service. I have reflected a lot over the last 10 months since I stood in council chambers and took my oath of office on that exact same question. I have long thought that we have lost the spirit of our community, the loss of volunteers through apathy, time available, attrition, or feeling unappreciated. And since being in office, I have actually started to see a change. I feel that the spirit of our 50th birthday has taken hold in the community, starting in February with our winter levee, when we all acquired disco fever. And that was Karen Pepper. She put that one together. She was all about disco fever. This whole year, we have been celebrating the coming together of Preston, Hespeler, Galt, and Blair into one amazing community in 1973. And for those that don't understand how important Blair is to our community, it's the oldest part of Cambridge. It also goes back 10,000 years in the Indigenous culture. There are, I'm trying to remember, 52 different sites that have been recognized, 11 of which are significant. It's important that we look past our European settlement, even though Blair is the oldest European settlement in Upper Canada. It goes back much further than that. Each area retains their original uniqueness that makes Cambridge truly special and a destination for local tourism. We even have fun playing into that narrative of friendly rivalry when while being proud of being Cambridgians. This year, we continued with our seasonal road closures in downtown Hespeler and Galt, helping bring people together. Both the downtown Cambridge and Hespeler Village BIAs, just bear with me 1 second. I'll be talking that's for stuff that wasn't on here, have had success in these seasonal closures programs running from May, June to the Thanksgiving weekend each year. City staff continued to assist both of the BIAs with these closures. As part of our 50th celebrations, our Economic Development Department introduced Camberlicious, celebrating Cambridge's fine cuisine. The Camberlicious program has been opened to restaurant applicants and will serve the 50th anniversary with our culinary community next month. This program, initiated for this year, is proposed to become an exciting yearly event. Make sure to check out some of our amazing restaurants and unique ones around the Cambridge. Some of them are here tonight serving us. I have witnessed many great things happening in this community, both big and small, over the last year, and we begin to return to a level of normalcy that we haven't seen in the last couple of years. Our special events applications on city property have already preceded pre-pandemic numbers, with more than 100 events being held annually and growing. We are also witnessing record numbers at our city-led events. The City of Cambridge hosted the largest Phil Klein Unsilent Night event worldwide last year. In addition, our New Year's event had its largest ever turnout, and we were able to expand performance spots for Whimsical Wednesdays to include Forest Park in Hespeler, Central Park in Preston, and City Hall Civic Square in Galt. And in addition, programming has grown to include all age groups. We are once again excited to announce the return of the Christmas market at City Hall this year, which saw more than 3,000 visitors last year. One of my predecessors, former Mayor Doug Craig, developed a strategic plan back to the river. Doug, raise your hand. I know you're here somewhere. This was Doug's brainchild, and we should all be very grateful for his idea and his thought of what a legacy he wanted to leave. This year, we continued to build on this plan with Grand River Access Point, Water Street South. The Grand River Access Point project, located at 210 Water Street South, has almost reached its completion. The site added a new parking area, accessible picnic tables, bike and canoe racks, and an improved ramp for river access. This project was made possible due to the generous support of the federal government of Canada and the Regional Tourism Organization 4. The site has already hosted the Two-Row, the grand event for 2023, and you heard and saw Ellie Joseph speak about the event in one of the videos that we just saw. We have also acquired land located in Hespeler Village backing onto Mill Pond, and this acquisition fills out the city's land holdings along the waterfront in that area to secure future placemaking opportunities in the Hespeler Village part of Cambridge along the waterfront. For the 7th straight year, the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada has awarded a Canadian Award for Financial Reporting to the City of Cambridge for its annual financial report. And although this is not a flashy award, it speaks to the integrity and quality of our staff here at the City of Cambridge. Our finance staff continue to work on improving our processes to make sure there is no abuse of the system and that we are transparent and accountable to our taxpayers. We are ever mindful of the fact that this is not our money. And Cheryl, you're here somewhere, aren't you? Cheryl's here, isn't she? I'm sure I saw her. Stand up, Cheryl. You're the one who minds our money, please. Thank you for the work that you do. Cambridge plays a big part of this region, being recognized as one of the fastest growing communities in Canada. And in acknowledging this, councils look for ways to make Cambridge an attractive place to set up a business and raise a family. Yaffa spoke about that. During my inaugural speech, I spoke about the social recession and working towards fixing that in our community. Council has recognized the importance of placemaking with the launch of a placemaking study that will see the placement of a pilot project on city property in the downtown Cambridge area. A placemaking working group has been approved by council and has already had its inaugural meeting. We're looking forward to see what they come up with. Placemaking inspires people to collectively reimagine and reinvent public spaces as the heartbeats of our community. Strengthening the connection between people and the places they share, placemaking refers to a collective process by which we can shape our public realm to maximize shared values. This spot that we are on tonight is a prime example of that. These spaces should be spread throughout the community, equitable, inclusive, and open to everyone. More than ever before, there is recognition of the importance of neighborhoods and the significance of factors such as walkability, public transportation, access to jobs, feeling safe, and having diverse housing options. The city continues to grow, and while we have made a pledge to help build 19,000 homes by 2031, much work still needs to be done. It is important to remember that we can only provide the framework to support the private sector in building. We as a city don't build homes or houses. What's that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink? It's up to the developers to do the building. New homes are being built on the west side in the Westwood community of Galt, and we have plans in place to support growth in the south end of Cambridge, with this sector set to accommodate upwards of 29,000 people when complete, rivaling Hespeler or Preston in density. Hespeler Road and the Power Center site at Pine Bush Hespeler Road also are areas of significant growth potential. That's coming forward as well. We are looking at ways to increase density along Highway 97 and Highway 8 as more people call home. With this growth also comes investment in recreation and activities for our community. The city has committed approximately $150 million over the next few years into those facilities. The Fountain Street Soccer Complex is slated for completion this fall, play beginning in spring. So get those shoes with the cleats on them ready, guys. Providing the city with a unique 7-pitch facility, including 3 artificial turf. The recreation complex is scheduled for construction in 2024 through 2026, and this $108 million project will comprise of 3 large gymnasiums, a 10-lane pool, a warm water leisure pool, running track, fitness area, idea exchange library, multi-purpose rooms, and outdoor park amenities. There are still naming and sponsorship opportunities available. So please see David Calder if you're interested. Put your hand up, David. Right back there. There he is, just sitting by the phones waiting for your calls. In addition, we are embarking on the twinning of the Preston Auditorium Arena with full renovations. Work on site is expected to begin this fall. We recently updated the Ed Noodlin Pool in Preston and have plans to additional work next summer on the building portion, making it finally fully accessible. We are looking for ways to get families more active in the community with the renovation of our current pools, such as Hancock, excuse me, and are budgeting for reopening some that were previously decommissioned. It is so important to have neighborhood pools for children to learn to swim and families to have a sense of belonging and place. There's that placemaking again. All these things combined with the partnership in the ice park for a quad ice facility is providing the community with updated facilities and opportunities for our growing city. And we can't forget about pickleball. Everybody has heard about pickleball, right? It's the fastest growing sport in North America. Cambridge currently runs drop-in times for pickleball at 6 locations. The city had over 52,000 participants in all of our activity programs this past year. So you can see it's a strong desire for our residents to participate in these things. Cricket is also a growing sport that continues to grow in popularity in Cambridge. Staff continues to work to provide more opportunities throughout our parks to play, and we have outside teams coming to use our sports facilities as well. All of this growth does not have to come at the expense of celebrating and preserving our past. The provincial government has altered some of those rules around heritage preservation, and we need therefore to review over 600 properties that have been placed on our heritage register. The city is currently working through a Galt Heritage Conservation District, the East Galt Cultural Heritage Landscape, as well as a Hespeler Village Heritage Conservation District. We have also invested over $55 million in upfront costs to help develop the East Side Lands Cambridge Business Park around Middle Block Road, up behind the police headquarters towards the airport, for those that don't know where that is. That investment is coming to fruition with large industrial lots now being purchased, ensuring employment for our community for years to come. We continue to look for ways to work with our partners at all levels of government and our business partners, finding creative ways to continue building a diverse offering of housing options. KW Urban Native Wigwam Project broke ground in the downtown core, combining affordable housing with community space. Receiving $1.8 million of provincial funding, 30 affordable housing units made up of 23 one-bedroom and 7 two-bedroom rental units are being created to culturally serve our vulnerable Indigenous community members. When completed, I look forward to touring this original project, and I'm sure they will open it up for tours for the public as well. On July 20th of this year, at Civic Square, Habitat for Humanity, Waterloo Region. Now, this is extremely important. It's one of the best things that happened this past year. In collaboration with local developers and a wide range of community partners, they launched Build Now Waterloo Region, a first-of-its-kind community-led partnership that hopes to create 10,000 new, affordable, and attainable homes for Waterloo Region, its individuals, and its families. Put up your hands, guys. Where's Scott? Oh, there you are. So there's the guy that pulled it all together right there, as well as some of the other people sitting there being shy. He saw a need, and he went out and pulled people together to make it happen. So once again, the same type of innovative thinking for which Waterloo Region is world-renowned has brought a collective of minds together to solve one of the greatest social issues of our lifetime. We were the first city in the region to join in the conversation and promote the project. So many different groups came together for the betterment of people living in our city and throughout the region. This is the true spirit of community. It's what it really means. And I would like the other mayors that are here who joined in on that. Where are you guys? Put up your hands, please. I want to see all of you. Take credit for being part of this. And Chair Redmond at the back over there came together with us. This is how government is supposed to work, especially at two-tier municipal level. And while we continue to work hard to encourage builders to provide places that people can call home, we also continue to support businesses which provide jobs. Cambridge is a national leader in advanced manufacturing, and I didn't know that. I didn't realize how big we were into that and that we were so recognized. Automotive and pharmaceutical jobs. Our Economic Development Department supports the sale of private employment lands and industrial lands while continuing to work with partners like the Waterloo Economic Development Corporation on external marketing and business investment, attracting by encouraging more businesses to call Cambridge home. And where are you? Put your hand up too. There you are, hiding down there. This is the guy that runs all that. Another one of our regional partners. We have had some great news stories this year in the business community. Angstrom Engineering was one of the first new businesses to enter our new tech-oriented business park in North Cambridge Business Campus, building and occupying a 53,000 square foot building. ATS, who most of you know as being from here, expanded its operation in the city, creating over 70 new jobs. And Moderna came to town and partnered with local company Novacol on a multi-million-dollar investment to prepare and package vaccines in their Cambridge plant. It currently has over 500 employees in a 24/7 operating manufacturing facility and will be building a new expansion to meet the fulfillment of the Moderna vaccines. Cambridge company Fibernetics, owned and operated by two homegrown Cambridge boys, announced this year Nucleus, the first and only free business phone and workspace communications platform connected through a single business phone number. And they are right here, right up here. I don't know if they're here, but that's where they create and do all that fun stuff. And Blendtec Ingredients was awarded a prestigious 2023 Canada's Best Managed Companies title in recognition of the company's industry leadership, accelerated business growth and performance, and collaborative, people-centric workplace. These are just a few of the great successes, and one of my favorite things to do as mayor is to be invited out to companies and go and see what they do. I had no idea the richness of what is the industry that's in our community. And let's not forget the Joy Summit and the big party that was hosted by Gaslight in this very square, attended by thousands of people feeling so good about finally being let out and about. What a weekend it was. Thank you, HIP Development, for bringing that to us. All in all, in each sector, we are in a good place, and as I look to Cambridge's coming 51st year, I feel proud of where we are heading. It's exciting to see the big picture, watching each component raise the spirit of the community up. And I would be remiss not to mention our great fire department, some of whom we have representatives here. They every day they go out and put their lives on the line, mentally and physically, to look after us and our families. And the police department, you're here too. Where are you guys? Where are you? Oh, they're way over there. These are the people who make sure that we're safe. They also do a good job. And looking at what they have to put up with legislation and how that affects how they're able to do the job that we would like them to do, and how they can't do it, and how bad they feel not to be able to do the things they know they would like to do. Thank you so much for what you do for us. So what does Cambridge mean to me? Cambridge is family. Cambridge is home.
What does Cambridge mean to me? Cambridge means home.
Home. So Cambridge is home.
Cambridge is home.
So it feels like home. It's not just a place where I work, it's a place where I live.
This is for me.